Good morning. Well, it seems that there's an ultra marathon or something in the McDowell Nature Reserve, so kind of busy this morning, but I got about 16 miles to my water now, about 4 miles in. So I carried 4 liters of water out of that trailhead. Looks like I'll be heading towards those mountains today. Slow climb all the way there. Long and slow climb. Next trailhead is Granite Trailhead, but there's no water. It's a dry trailhead. I think it's in maybe 6 miles, 5 miles, and I got about 14 to, I think it's Brown's trailhead. I'm not sure. It's not really labeled on my map. So this section of McDowell Park is where the fire came through. I don't know if it was a couple years ago. Everything's pretty dead here. Some is getting some green back, but for the most part, all the plants are dead, which means in a couple years there should be some new plant life coming. That looks to be Granite Mountain in the distance. I'm assuming that trailhead is near there, because the trailhead's called Granite Trailhead. This is the most shade I've seen in a while. This looks like a good place for lunch. Yeah. So they say there's no water here, but I'm gonna look around just in case. Well, I had some millet ramen for lunch. Enjoyed some shade for a little bit, cooled down, and now I'm back at it. I got just a short of 11 miles to the next water, and I have 2.5 liters, so more than enough. I don't think there's any shade unless there's tree shade. Man, this map is pretty worn, but essentially I started here today. And I'm here. I want to go to here because this has water, and that's the end. So we're gonna go to here. So this trail must have been the fire break, because on this side it's roasted, and on this side it's not. That's what the fire did. Pretty crazy, eh? So you can see we had water come through here recently. We did have some rain a couple days ago, so this kind of shows you what happens when there's a burn. There's nothing to stop the water, so you can see the water rip through here, came through here, and went down. But I also love looking at mud because you can see a lot of animal life. There's a bobcat there. Some other tracks, maybe coyote or a dog, but definitely bobcat. All right, I've made it. I just got to figure out where the water is. I'm pretty sure it's in the bathroom. I'm at the Tonto trailhead. It says there's water, so I'm gonna call camp somewhere around here. I just gotta find where that place is. This looks like home for me. Got another mystery meal here. Not sure what it is, but I think it's similar to what was last night. So it's like curry of some sort. And I'm gonna go to bed. That was a tough day. That's my mystery dinner. Some type of curry with beef, I think. It tastes like beef jerky. So last night I got visited by some javelinas, a squadron of javelinas. They came right up here on this wash, and they were right next to me. I woke up to one of them sniffing me. Kind of jumped up pretty quick, and they all skedaddled, but I just kind of stayed up a little bit making noise just to get them gone so they didn't stay in the area. That's the first time I've ever had an issue with the javelina. That's probably the first time I've had really an issue with any animals while I was cowboy camping other than like insects or bugs. All right, well, now the real adventure begins, and gotta get back to my car. So I'm gonna start hitchhiking and figure out how to get back there. Well, that trailhead isn't much of a trailhead. There's really nobody there. It's actually like a place to get Tonto National Forest Recreation Pass. So there's a bunch of boaters, but they're all going opposite direction. So I'm gonna try to hitch on this road, which is gonna be difficult, but you never know. So the last time that I got off in this area, I hitched on this road. It was very difficult, but I did get a ride eventually. So we'll see what happens. All right, I got my first ride. It wasn't a ride that was far, but it did get me a couple miles down the road. So now I just got a couple more. Oh, it's gonna be a fun adventure. The problem here is that most people are just going to assume that I'm homeless. They don't see the GoPro. They don't see the $1,000 worth of gear. They just see somebody who doesn't have a house. So I just got picked up and dropped off by a nice guy in a Mercedes, and dropped me off right at a bus stop. So that's gonna work out well. That was a pretty good adventure. I am about a mile away from being home. So if you guys enjoyed this adventure, please hit that like, subscribe button. I'm on the way to 2,000 subscribers, so every one counts. I greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next adventure, guys. This is Cav saying, keep calm and hike on, guys. Peace.